So you're thinking about living in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys. Well, today, I don't know. Where are we? Well, of course, we're in Stuarts Draft Virginia. And today we're going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to actually just do a driving tour of Stuarts Draft, up and down the road, so you can see what most of the town looks like. We're going to look at the outskirts of town, the downtown, some of the shopping centers, things like that. So hang around throughout the video, because you definitely don't want to miss this unique opportunity to see Stuarts Draft. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Well, hey, we have been transported right out here to the northeast side of town, and we are coming into Stuarts Draft on Highway 340 here. And one of the first things you see in Stuarts Draft, right when you get to town, is the Stuarts Draft Bull. And Bull's always dressed in different outfits, and throughout the year, a lot of fun. You know you're in Stuarts Draft when you see the Bull. But of course, hey, got a golf course, not a golf course, I wish, but we have a golf driving range here in Stuarts Draft as well, and great place to tune up your game. And now coming up here on my left-hand side is a place where a lot of people go every spring, and that's Milmont greenhouses. Multiple greenhouses out there, and man, I'll tell you what, just a popular place where people make their yards look really nice. We've also got the Stuarts Square right here on our right. A couple different things here in Stuarts Square. You've got Daps, which is a nice hamburger place, and a lot of good ice cream there as well. You've also got the Flower Girl Florist as well, really popular florist here in town. Now, additionally, out here down the road here, we have Stuarts Draft High School, which is a good high school here in the area, one of the better ones. And as a matter of fact, it also has had some really good athletic teams there over the past few years as well. So we're coming up here to our first neighborhood. Matter of fact, we're going to look at like 9 or 10 neighborhoods in this video here today. And the first one of these neighborhoods that we're going to look at here is Stone Valley. All right, so Stone Valley is a neighborhood. It has about 100 acres here that it's been built on. The building here, these are mostly newer homes that began in 2009. Now in this neighborhood, you're going to find townhomes and single-family homes. Those townhomes are going to be 2 or 3 bedrooms, and you're going to range in size from about 1,300 to 1,600 square feet. Additionally, those prices in those, you're going to look about the upper 2s to the mid 300,000s right now in the townhomes. Now, as far as the single-family home goes, well, single-family homes have 3 or 4 bedrooms, and they're about 1,400 to 2,800 square feet. And you're going to look at values in this neighborhood, and the single-family homes are about $350,000 to $500,000. Got some nice views here across some of the farm fields in some of the neighborhood. You also have some mountain views from some of them as well. Another neat thing about this neighborhood, it has some of the homes here have rear entry garages, so that's kind of a neat thing. So we'll go ahead, and I'm going to get on out of this neighborhood, and we'll get back on Highway 340. All right, so we're back out here on Highway 340, and my name is Stefan. If you haven't watched my videos before, my wife Leslie and I, we sell real estate here in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys, and we love to help folks when they call, whether they're selling or buying. We're honored to do that. All of our information is in the description below. We'd be happy to help you as well. And if you like our channel, click that subscribe button, touch that bell icon, keep up to date. One of the things I like about this area is you got some beautiful mountain views like you have over here on the left-hand side of the Blue Ridge Mountains in this case, the Appalachians on the west side. Now, coming into another little finger of town here, and Little Debbie Bakery. Man, very inexpensive sweet treats there. And Leslie doesn't let me go there anymore. But anyway, Sanzone's Italian restaurant, really nice place. Here's another one of our shopping centers, Broadmoor Plaza. In Broadmoor Plaza, you're going to find one of Leslie's favorite spaces, Micah's Coffee. That's where the post office is as well. There's a Love Incorporated thrift store there, and that's where our library is here in Stuarts Draft. Now, coming up on the right-hand side here is F&M Bank. Why am I bringing a bank up? Because Stuarts Draft has four banks here, and it has a credit union as well, DuPont Credit Union. So if you're not going to have to drive very far to be able to go to your own bank. Creative Wonders Learning Center, a couple different daycares in Stuarts Draft. That's one of them. They do a lot of activities with the kids during the summertime as well. So we're coming in right now to the heart of Stuarts Draft. It's not the downtown heart, though, but it is the heart of Stuarts Draft here at the intersection of Tinkling Springs Road and Highway 340. So we're making it through the intersection here, and multiple different places, like you got a Dairy Queen, Cedar Barbecue, and a lot of different stores, Second String Sports here as well. A lot of different places here in Stuarts Draft. Ace Hardware on the left. Over on the right, you're going to find the Windmill Square Shopping Center, nice Food Lion there, Family Dollar, Fast Fitness Gym, and also right next to it there's an Augusta Health Urgent Care location as well. So very convenient to have that in town here for the folks in Stuarts Draft. Now on my left, where we started the video, Stuarts Draft Park right down there, and so baseball field, soccer fields, swimming pool, local pools there as well. And also Stuarts Draft Park, they host multiple neighborhood events throughout the year, so kind of a popular place here in town. All right, so we're getting ready to move up to another neighborhood here. I'm going to turn off here into White Hill Road in just a second, and I'll start it up again when we get into the neighborhood. All right, so we are pulling into the Overlook neighborhood here, and the name is very indicative of the kind of neighborhood that this is. There's several homes in this neighborhood that sit right on the edge of top of a hill, I guess you would say, and has some absolutely beautiful views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And now, like I say, not all the homes here in this neighborhood have that, but the homes in this neighborhood started being built in about 2010. They're all single-family homes, and they have about 1,200 to 3,000 square foot, 3 to 4 bedrooms. And if you're looking at price, you're looking at about $300,000 to $450,000. Now, additionally, they sit on lot sizes that are about 2/10 to a half an acre. And this neighborhood's still developing. As a matter of fact, Atlantic Builders has taken another finger of it here and is doing an extension. And so there's more homes to come in the Overlook neighborhood. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get you on back out to 340. All right, so we're pulling back out here on Highway 340, also known as Stuarts Draft Highway, by the way. And some of those views over the cornfield and to the Blue Ridge Mountains, just, they don't ever get old up here in the Shenandoah Valley. They're absolutely beautiful. So we're going to finally get off the highway, though, and we're going to turn on to Indian Ridge Road here. And on the right-hand side, as we turn in here, you're going to see Calvary United Methodist Church. And Calvary United Methodist Church is, of course, just one of the many churches here in the area, and many of them are involved in the community, but especially Calvary United Methodist is. Matter of fact, they have a food pantry every Tuesday and Thursday for folks in the community. Really nice things they do. And then the second Saturday of every month, they have a pancake breakfast. So if you like pancakes, it's open to the entire community. So grab your fork, although they probably have some there for you, and come on to the church there and to get some pancakes. Now, if you like auctions, Stuarts Draft is home of a really, really big auction here where there's a lot of farm implements that are sold, and golf carts and go-karts and side-by-sides and you name it. And so come on out to the Howell & Sons auction here in Stuarts Draft. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep on going around the corner here, and I'm going to show you our next neighborhood. All right, so we're pulling into the Stoney Run neighborhood. If you really like a neighborhood that has a little bit of a country feel to it, but yet it's still a neighborhood, Stoney Run is one of those great neighborhoods. Now, in Stoney Run, you have all single-family homes. And some of the homes in here, like most of the homes around the area here, you got some nice mountain views. Homes in the neighborhood here have about 3 to 5 bedrooms, and they have about 1,500 to 3,600 square feet of finished living space. And they're going to range in price from about $325,000 to $550,000. Now, here's the thing. There's only been 4 homes just sold here in the last 2 years. So when a home comes on the market here, it's going to move quickly because it is a desirable neighborhood, being just a little outside Stuarts Draft that a lot of folks want to get into. So you want to call Leslie and I very quickly and to get an offer in if you're interested in it. Likewise, if you're selling your home here in the neighborhood, we'd love to help. So I'm going to go ahead, finish driving through the neighborhood here, and I'm going to take you on out to our next spot. All right, we're pulling back out onto the road here, and right across the road there is Cranberry Hill, another really nice neighborhood, one road in, one road out. Again, not many homes are selling there as well. So, but when you get a chance, man, it's a great neighborhood to be in. All right, so down here at the bottom of this little hill, we're going to run into Cold Springs Road, and Cold Springs Road runs a long way through Stuarts Draft and around Stuarts Draft, and most of Stuarts Draft's population is not in necessarily the downtown area, but it's kind of spread out all over a larger area. Although there is a downtown area here in Stuarts Draft, we're getting closer to that. We're going to take a look at that here in just a second. But right now we got a little bit of ways to go till we get to our next neighborhood I want to talk about. So I'm going to put it on, put the pedal to the metal here, and I'll pick you up when we get there. All right, so before we go into the next neighborhood, though, we got a little place called Country Connections. If you're looking for some great home furnishings, that's a great place. They also have amazing Christmas display at that time of year, and you can't visit Santa Claus there, but you can visit Mrs. Claus. So just kind of something fun that they do. But like I say, a lot of neat stuff there at that place. Now, 3 neighborhoods we're going to go into. Probably more of the population in Stuarts Draft lives in these 3 neighborhoods than anywhere else. First one that we're driving through right now is Meadowdale Estates. Now, this is the smallest of the 3 neighborhoods, but the homes here were built in the late 80s through the mid 90s, and they have 3 to 4 bedrooms, about 1,300, 2,800 square feet, and range in price from about $260,000 to $350,000. And like I say, just a nice, small little neighborhood here in this area. All right, so we're pulling into the next neighborhood here, and that's the Forest Springs Estate neighborhood. And now Forest Springs Estates is a much larger neighborhood, and along with the next one that we're going to talk about, these are the two very large neighborhoods. Now you're going to find ranch and colonial style homes here in this neighborhood, as well as traditional and classical two-story split level type homes as well. Build dates 1980s through the 2000s, and again 3 to 5 bedrooms, 1,300 to 3,200 square feet, and price range about $250 to $450,000. One of the nice things about this neighborhood is some of the homes here back up next to the woods here at the base of the mountain. Excuse me, and so you've got some real privacy, especially in some of those homes. But like I say, as you drive through, you see a lot of mature trees here in this neighborhood. Just a really another nice neighborhood that a lot of folks here in Stuarts Draft like. All right, so now our last neighborhood here of the three that are right beside each other is Ridgeview Acres. Ridgeview Acres, again, multiple styles of home, ranch, split foyer, even some handful of contemporary homes as well. But build dates here, this is the oldest of the neighborhoods. The build dates are 1970 to about 1995. Homes in this neighborhood have about 3 to 4 bedrooms and about 1,300 to 2,200 square feet. So some of the homes here are a little bit smaller than some of the other neighborhoods. Also, if you are looking to for a private school opportunity for your son or daughter, there's Ridgeview Christian Academy here as well in Stuarts Draft for your kids to be able to go to. So I'm going to go to the end of the neighborhood here, and I'll pick you back up on Cold Springs Road. All right, so we are back out here on Cold Springs Road, and about 100 yards down the road, we're going to make a hard left here, and we're going to drive back up Draft Avenue, which at that intersection we were at, the main part of town there, turns into Tinkling Springs Road. Now, one of the things about Stuarts Draft in most every town in the Shenandoah Valley is there really is a strong economy here in the area. Strong economy means lots of jobs, of course, and there's multiple large companies right here in Stuarts Draft that employ thousands of individuals in these buildings. You don't really see them that often unless you're coming to work here, and because they're pretty much hidden from most of where the homes are here in Stuarts Draft. But for example, coming up here, we've got Hollister, which produces medical devices, and then right across the road from Hollister's, there's Hershey's. Yes, the Hershey's chocolate right here in Stuarts Draft. In addition to that, there's a Target distribution center, McKee Foods, which is Little Debbie. We talked about them earlier. Ply Gym, they make siding, windows, and doors for homes. Nibco, they make industrial equipment. And then another major employer here in the area is Regal Rexnord, which makes electrical motors and power transmission components for different motor type equipment solutions. So now we are coming to the middle of Stuarts Draft. This is the heart of Stuarts Draft, and right over these railroad tracks here is the downtown, and as you can see, it's not huge, but there's several neat things that are down here in the downtown area, and one of them, I've talked about it in our videos before, but as we turn onto Wayne Avenue here, we can see Miller's Bake Shop. Peter's the owner. He and his family run this shop, and I'll tell you what, whether it's cakes or pies or whatever, they can make some good, and bread, I mean bread's the thing. They can make some great stuff here at Miller's Bake Shop. There's also a coffee shop there as well, which makes Leslie very happy. So now we got another park in the neighborhood here as well, and that's Schneider Community Park. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of baseball fields here, so a lot of baseball gets played here at Schneider Community Park. Now, as we come on down the road here, we're kind of on the east side of town, east side of downtown, I guess we would say. And I'm going to go into a few different neighborhoods here. And these neighborhoods, I guess you would say they're like on the outskirts of the downtown. And then there's of course, some downtown, a lot of nice downtown streets as well. But these neighborhoods, Sylvan Vista, the Wyndham neighborhood, Broadmoor neighborhood that actually sits behind that Broadmoor Plaza where we were at before. These are really nice neighborhoods, and they're also very affordable neighborhoods. Home values here range from about $275,000 to $450,000. Build dates start here in the 1960s and go through about 2010 or so. Homes about 1,500 to 3,000 square feet in these neighborhoods, and about a quarter to a half acre lot is the size of the lots here in this neighborhood. And the nice thing about it is that, you know, these neighborhoods here in Stuarts Draft, I mean, it's not that things can't happen, but overall, these are some really safe neighborhoods. And even on the edge of town here, or as we're going to go here in the middle in a little bit, I'll show you a street here, which is kind of one of the streets that are right down through the main part of Stuarts Draft. And nice homes, nice people, and just like I say, a nice neighborhood to be in. All right, so as we come to the stop sign here, I just show you a little bit of like one of the streets. As a matter of fact, the street right here, what it kind of looks like. And like I say, this is kind of in the downtown area of Stuarts Draft, and not downtown area, but the neighborhoods that are right in the downtown area. And so that's a really nice thing to, I mean, just really nice neighborhoods, you know. Now, over on my right is the Stuarts Draft Diamondbacks baseball field, part of the Rockingham County Baseball League. I've talked about that in a couple videos. Matter of fact, there's 8 teams in the league, and we are the only one. This town here in Stuarts Draft is the only one that is not in Rockingham County. All the other ones are there, but it's a great summer league baseball thing. Most of the time, the admission is free or just a few bucks, $5, something like that. So, really. Provides a lot of entertainment throughout the summer here. So I'm going to turn back out here on Draft Avenue and Tinkling Springs Road, and another one of the elementary schools here in the area, and that's Stump Elementary. And we're also drove by here just a second ago a veterinarian. There's a couple of vets in town. So if you have pets, those pets are in good hands with the veterinarians that are here in town. A few more restaurants, Mexican restaurant here. But like I say, we're coming back up here to the corner where we were just a second ago at the intersection of Highway 340 and Tinkling Springs Road. All right, so as we go back across the highway here, we're going to take you to the final place. We're going to show you here in Stuarts Draft today, and it's a good one. A lot of folks know all about it. So we get over the top of this hill here. I'll wrap this video up here in just a second. Well, what a great place to end the video. And unfortunately, right now, it's Saturday night. The cheese shop isn't open right now. But of course, when you're here, you got to go to the cheese shop. If you live here, you go here all the time. Of course, they got cheese, right? Of course, all kinds of meats and staple foods. My favorite aisle, the candy aisle. Leslie's favorite aisle, the coffee aisle. And matter of fact, a few years ago, they put a sandwich shop in there. And so you can get some nice sandwiches made fresh and go sit down in the area over there and have a nice bite to eat. Now, since 1960, the cheese shop has been here, moved here in the 1990s, and people from all up and down the Shenandoah Valley, when you mention the cheese shop, they know exactly where it is. Additionally, people from all over the world, as far away as Europe, have come and visited the cheese shop right here in the little town of Stuarts Draft. Just another great business here in Stuarts Draft that really just helps knit our community together here. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry it's so dry right now, but you know what? At least it gives you an idea, I hope, especially if you're not from the area, of what it's like actually driving on the roads down here. And if you're interested in buying a home or selling a home here in the area, Leslie and I'd be happy to help. All of our information is in the description below. Call us, text us, or email us, and we'll be able to help you like we've had the opportunity to help so many other great folks who have called us. But from here in front of the cheese shop on a beautiful Saturday evening, until next time, I'll see you around town.